Welcome back to another episode of the New Era Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Tommy, back with my co-host here, Logan. This episode is going to be us doing a Star Wars top 5 bounty hunters. This is obviously inspired by the last episode of The Bad Batch when we got to see our man Cad Bane come back. Unfortunately, he got away with Omega. Maybe to some people it's not unfortunate. That's not for me to say. But why not? Let's rank our top 5 bounty hunters. Logan, how have you been doing, man?
Great. It's been a while. Long time no see. But no,
Yeah.
Doing well. How about yourself?
I've been doing pretty good. So I think you and I can both agree with this, and I think a lot of the Star Wars fans out there agree with this, that bounty hunters are one of the coolest things that Star Wars has brought into the Star Wars universe. It's one of the driving forces of that awesome dynamic of are they good? Are they bad? They really play off of this and do this well. This is definitely, in my opinion, one of the strongest parts of Star Wars when it comes to really anything, when it comes to movies, shows, comics, video games, all of it. So I love them.
100%.
Awesome. So I know you have your list of your top 5 bounty hunters ready, and I do as well. However, I'm actually going to throw a curveball at you because the top couple bounty hunters in Star Wars are pretty blatantly obvious. There's some ones that our list is going to be very similar. So to avoid this, we're going to do a draft.
Okay, cool.
We are going to do I know I totally threw this out of left field at you, but
I love it.
I wanted to get you on your toes a little bit. I have my list of my top draft picks. So obviously some will be taken by you and such. So we want to do a snake draft or just a back and forth?
Back and forth. Let's do it.
Okay, I like that. So do you want to go ahead and flip a coin for who gets to go first?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll let you call it. I'll trust you.
Okay. Actually, I don't even know if I have a coin around here.
I got one. Heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. It's actually a ball marker for golf, but that's going to be heads. The blank will be tails.
Fine.
What'd you say?
Tails. Tails never fails, baby.
Tails. It's tails.
Tails never fucking fails. Okay. So
wow.
Are we treating this? Are we treating this as though I get the bit, like this is my number 1, or is this my number 5?
You start with, hey, it's a draft, Logan. If once they're off the board, they're off the board.
Okay, all right, fine. That's perfect. So I am taking deep cut, not deep cut. Bossk. That's what I'm taking. I'm taking Bossk.
Wow, okay.
Empire Strikes Back, rival of Boba Fett. That's who I'm going with. No questions asked. Don't ask me any damn questions. You're up.
Wow. All right. I really did not expect that to be the first overall pick, but I think that makes this a little more fun. He was actually going to be one of my later picks. So one of my options officially off the table. All right, sweet. I mean, this one's just so blatantly obvious for me. I have to take Boba Fett. I literally have no choice. I thought you were going to do a little strategy there and take my guy.
No, I wouldn't take your guy from you. You know, he means too much to you, buddy. He means.
Wow, I appreciate that. You're actually going to see, and the viewers will see in probably after next week's Bad Batch, or maybe the next one after that, how much I love Boba Fett. So
okay, I love it. Okay, we'll go with mine. I'm taking Fennec Shand off the board.
All right. Wow, she was not even on my list. So there we go.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm glad.
Wow. All right. Maybe they weren't going to be as similar as I thought.
Well,
but
yeah.
right.
Well, as you know, the show knows, our fans know, I'm a huge fan of Fennec. I think she's a total fucking badass.
Yeah.
You know, she's great. Anyway, go ahead. What is?
All right. Cool.
Give me your next one.
I'm gonna go with the literal donation host of my first pick. So literally they're the same people. I'm gonna go Jango Fett as my number 2.
Fuck yeah.
Big Daddy Jango. Literally, all right, that's pretty cool. If I'll take him as my 1 pick, why wouldn't I take him as my 2 pick?
Right, absolutely. And to be honest with you, neither of those two were on my list. I wanted to diversify. I knew, I knew
Wow.
since I didn't know this was a draft, I knew you were gonna say those two. So I was like, you know what? Hey,
Hey, this is a draft, man. It can get
absolutely,
competitive.
it can get competitive. Okay, so with that, I'm taking Din Djarin. I'm taking the Mando himself.
Okay, there you go.
Self-proclaimed goat, king of oh shit, Jabba the Hutt's planet,
Mandalore.
Mandalore.
He is the
Um,
soon-to-be king of Mandalore.
so he's literal king of a planet. So without further
God, I
ado,
cannot wait for season 3
it's
to
gonna be
come out.
so cool, man.
It's
It's
gonna be
gonna be so
insane. It's
cool.
gonna be nuts. I think, dude, I honestly think they use season 1 as just let's see if people like this. Season 2 is like, all right, let's see if they like when we throw in classic characters like Luke Skywalker, see if people like him. And I think they're gonna go crazy now.
I
So
hope
I
so
can't
too.
wait for that.
All right, number
All right,
three.
sweet. So number 3, I'm actually going to pick like I mentioned off the top of the episode,
Oh
Cad Bane.
shit! Fuck.
So
Damn.
he
Okay.
was a major player in the show of the Clone Wars. He became a bounty hunter and was specifically trained by Jango Fett. They were at the time when they were both alive, they were actually considered the top 2 of all time. It was like GOAT and second GOAT pretty much.
Right.
So pretty much Cad Bane is held in just as high as regards as Jango Fett. So pretty cool. I'm pumped that he's back in the show. I can't wait to find out like who hired him. Maybe if like Boba hired him or something. I mentioned it in the breakdown that there is that possibility that we'll see that crossover. So yeah, that's gonna be my third.
Okay. My fourth pick is going to be. I'm going to go with Asajj Ventress.
Oh, you picked that was gonna be my next one.
uh, Super badass. Would love to see her in a live action movie in some capacity. And we think the Mandalorian, being as though the whole theme of the show was he was a bounty hunter, and there are now bounty hunters after him. I think at some point she's destined to show up. Although her, I guess, not destined, but I think it would make sense.
She should be alive, I think.
Oh,
They didn't kill her in
she
Clone Wars.
well, she did die trying to fight. You're going after Count Dooku, didn't she? I know she
I
is
don't know.
dead at some point.
No, I don't. We'll have to double check this, but I think
Okay,
she's still alive. I think
right.
she might be still alive.
Okay, so chances she's still alive. We're not sure, but it would be cool in some way if she was still alive. I don't know if she is or not. Now that you
Yeah.
mentioned that, I did forget that she's totally fucking dead in terms of present day.
Well, that's okay. So is Django.
Right, true. All right. But she dies saving her one and only, trying to save her one and only love, or just saving her one and only true love, a Jedi.
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to go with I'm pulling from your Mandalorian picks, of which you have 2. So I'm going to pull one in from there now too. I'm going with IG-11,
Cool.
the assassin droid from episode 1 turned nurse droid. So maybe he makes maybe if we ever do another top 5 of top 5 nurses in Star Wars, I think he'd be my number 1 pick for that. But he's going to be my number 4 pick, or it's going to be my number 4 pick for the bounty hunter list. We only got a little bit of him in bounty hunter form, but every time he was on the screen, he was electric. Every time he did something, he was hilarious with the whole self-destruct thing. Whenever he was compromised, he's like, well, no way out of this one. I'm just going to blow up. And then Mando's just like, well, hang on a second, man. So
Tommy.
I loved that character. That was an awesome character for me. So that's going to be my number 4.
I'm so glad you picked IG-11 because do you know who my 5th pick is? IG-88.
His grandpa.
Yep. IG-88.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
From Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. So 2 Empire Strikes Back. 2 kind of one full-blown Mandalorian, with another one being in the Mandalorian. But I was thinking her most recent screen time in the Bad Batch. But yeah, that's hilarious. So go ahead. What's your 5th and final pick?
All right, interesting. So Yeah, I'm gonna go actually. So I picked out a list of 13 since I knew we were doing draft form of just a list of bounty hunters since I knew I would probably wouldn't get my top five. Uh, I'm actually gonna be pulling from the very bottom of my list at number 12 of 13, and that's gonna be Forlom. So he actually appears in The Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
same thing as Bosk, Boba, IG-88, Dengar, and Zuckuss are all on that platform with Darth Vader, where he's like, "I need Han Solo," so hey, give me Han Solo,
Get me
baby.
on Solo.
That's our Darth Vader. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Forlom. Yeah, if people don't know who Forlom is, basically he's very similar to the bounty hunter in Mandalorian, who looks like he has a protocol droid's body. So a C3PO body with like a fly's head, pretty much like a robotic fly for the head, and then C3PO's body.
Right.
That's what he looks like. He's I had an action figure of him growing up. I just thought it was funny that a droid with C3PO's body could just be so deadly. So that's gonna be my number five.
I am going to.
Forlom.
I'm going to make my honorable mention. I guess I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Embo. He was very close from Clone Wars. I know that
Yeah,
you're a huge fan of
yeah.
Clone Wars. I really liked it. Embo was a badass.
It was almost a coin toss between a coin flip between Forlom and Embo
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
Cool. Yeah, I thought he was super cool in the show. Is he a robot? Or is he a living organism? Because I know that that's kind of how is like I've
Yeah,
never really. It was kind of what's the word for that? Obscure.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not honestly, I don't really know.
Okay,
I think he's like a living
like a hominoid
being.
kind, of humanoid kind of thing,
Right, right.
alien.
He's got the very like Asian style hat. I
Right.
don't know what it's
Super cool.
called. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a very cool character. I think for my honorable mention, I'm gonna go another Clone Wars bounty hunter, Aura Singh. She
Ah,
was
cool.
actually yeah, so she's actually super vital in the Clone Wars for training like young
Hmm.
child Boba Fett.
Right.
So she was hugely impactful in his training and upbringing. And actually throughout the Clone Wars, the group of bounty hunters, it's her, Aura Singh, Embo, I believe who else is in it? Bosk is in it too.
Hmm.
So they all kind of have a bounty hunter group, like a team that they knock out harder missions for. And then Boba Fett's actually in that group as a little kid. So pretty vital. A lot of those characters in his upbringing and training,
Right.
helping him become the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. So yeah, she's an awesome character.
Right. Okay. Well,
Awesome. Well,
um,
in the comments below, let us know who you think won.
yes.
I'll post a draft graphic on the Instagram. So that's at New Era Nerds Pod on Instagram that you guys can go and vote and let us know who you think had the better bounty hunter draft. So once this video is up, the graphic will be ready to post and it'll be up there for you to go check out. So make sure you do that. If you enjoyed this, us running through a quick top five like that, we actually do this typically at the end of our Star Wars Bad Batch recaps. But maybe if you guys like it this way better, we'll just break these off into their own shorts, their own little standalone episodes. So let us
Right.
know in the comments what you thought of, as well as who you think had the better bounty hunter draft, and just give us your top five. Obviously, you can't pluck away the list with us, but let us know who your top five are. I had a ton of fun making this list
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah.
throwing that curveball out there of doing the draft. So I
Yeah.
like that. I like that a lot. That was fun.
All right, yeah. So as Tommy mentioned, hit us on the socials, Twitter, New Era Nerds Pod, Instagram, the same, TikTok, New underscore Era Nerds, New underscore Era underscore Nerds. Yep, hit us up. Give us your top fives. Give us your top five bounty hunters. Go comment on old videos that you watch. Let us know what your top fives are in those other videos. So without
Yes.
further
Oh, I
ado,
didn't even mention the giveaway.
go ahead.
We're doing
Oh,
a
right.
YouTube subscriber giveaway. So it's a $50 Amazon gift card. We're doing the giveaway once we hit 50 subscribers. So all you have to do to enter that is subscribe, like this video, and then comment done, as well as a part of the video that you liked. So we're literally just giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment. So
Right.
super easy. We just gave away one on Instagram, so it is legit. We are just giving away $50 to one of our subscribers. So make
Right.
sure you do that as well.
And you know, the number one form of advertising, word of mouth. Tell your friends. We know you guys talk about your friends with this, so tell your friends. You know, the more people we get talking about this, the more we have to talk about on this show, and we love doing this show. And you're the guys.
Yeah.
You're the ones keeping us around. So, without further ado, I suppose we shall end this one. Love you, Tommy.
Love you too.